Numbskull News. And today I want to talk about Notre Dame fighting for independence, going to stay independent. Now, I was listening to a lot of people that I respect. I don't know about a lot, but a few that I respect online. And they had me going a little bit. You know, I was always 100% Notre Dame is staying independent. It ain't nothing to talk about. Nothing to see here. But they were using some reason and some logic that made sense on why Notre Dame would have to join the Big Ten. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not all the way there, but I gave it a 65-35, 65% chance that they stay independent. 35, I went all the way from 100% no to a 35% could happen. Well, as everybody knows now, Notre Dame just signed a 12-year agreement with Clemson. And it's the thing that I've been thinking the whole time when it comes to Notre Dame is they have a lot of value, huge monster brand. People make money with Notre Dame. So this works for Clemson big time. Allows them to make money. With Notre Dame, it's another step in helping them stay independent. So now I'm 80-20. 80% Notre Dame stays independent well past 2030. And 20% they join the Big Ten. So I've come down 15%. You have to understand. And a lot of people didn't believe this either. Well, why would Clemson and Florida State or whoever play them every year, and then if they get into the SEC, which I believe Clemson, for instance, will be in the SEC, why would they sign? It's already hard enough for a SEC schedule. They can go to 9 games, plus they're probably going to do a Big Ten game every year. Yeah. It's called money. And who's to say what your Big Ten game? You're not playing Ohio State every year. You're not playing Michigan every year. You're not playing Penn State every year or Oregon every year. There's going to be plenty of years where Clemson, they're playing Purdue. Oh, Northwestern, Rutgers, Maryland. Minnesota's been a little better, but not the hardest thing in the world to pull off. Michigan State's been a hot bag of shit for a while. You're not too scared to play Michigan State, are you? No. Washington, half-ass decent, but you're not scared of that. UCLA, USC's been a dumpster fire too. So, not that big a deal. Notre Dame, they're up right now. They're not always up. So this is a great deal for Clemson. Great deal for Clemson, making that money. But Notre Dame, because they play USC every year until 2027. Now that could easily get re-upped, but USC has talked and bitched about it. Fools! Is what I say. They're idiots. Oh, it's just so much. It's so much, We got to play this Big Ten schedule, then play Notre Dame. Then don't play Notre Dame, asshole. Don't play Notre Dame. I'm sure UCLA would love to do it. I'm sure they would. Talk to Nebraska. I'm sure they would. There's going to be other Big Ten teams that'll play Notre Dame. That'll sign a long-term deal. But let's get back to what we're talking about here. Clemson did sign up. Now, Miami and their AD, Roscoe Pico Train, how the hell you say his name, he already said that, we don't want to play him every year because, okay, pansy ass, don't play him every year. But they want to play him more. Florida State, that AD said, sign us up. We'll play him every year. So look for that. Look for FSU to sign a 12-year deal, just like Clemson did. Maybe it's 11. Maybe it's 13. I don't know. But look for a long-term deal with Notre Dame with FSU. It's going to happen. Now, I know what you're saying. These scheduling contracts, they get canceled all the time. When are you going to cancel it? I mean, let's just say for shits and giggles, Clemson goes to the SEC in 2028. I mean, you still got what? 9 years left on that deal? Are you going to cancel it? You know how much money it would cost to make Notre Dame whole canceling that contract 9 years out? No. That's what I mean. No. That ain't happening. It's not happening. This is why Notre Dame wanted the deal like that. They kind of have Clemson by the short hairs right now. Because how this unequal revenue sharing, a big part of that is going to be viewership. It's going to be viewership. Oh, Notre Dame helps like a sumbitch with viewership. So it behooves Clemson to play them every year. And no, they can't just ixnay the deal. It's way too expensive to pay off Notre Dame. Now, the last year or two of the deal, if they're like, okay, enough's enough. Okay, then you can, home and homes get canceled all the time, and the other team, okay, we'll pay you a couple $1 million to go away, $1.5 million, whatever it is. What? They're not going to cancel 9 years of that. They're not just going to throw away money like that. That's stupid. As far as the vaunted SEC schedule, did anyone look at Texas's schedule last year? It was pretty doable, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Tennessee? Did anyone see Tennessee's schedule? That was a joke. A joke. Arkansas was supposed to be a win, wasn't it? Anyway, just because you're playing an SEC schedule doesn't mean you're playing all the best teams every year. Same thing in the Big Ten. I mean, was it a big deal for Indiana to play Michigan this year? Because they had a cupcake schedule too, but it would have looked a little, that was last year's 2023 Michigan or 2022 Michigan, all of a sudden that schedule looks a lot better if they get the win, doesn't it? Oh, it does. You don't have people bitching about Indiana being in the CFP. It's not their fault that Michigan was kind of hot garbage last year too. Now still, 7-5, not quite a national champion. But, still made a bowl game. A cute little bowl game. But no, this is a genius deal, really, for both of these schools. But like I've been saying about Notre Dame, they will find a way to stay independent because they got a monstrous brand that people want to play. And here's a little extra tidbit of speculation. A lot of people are saying, national people are saying that, and the story is Clemson and Notre Dame had a little sidebar. They worked this out on their own. No intervention from anybody. I'm calling bullshit. I think ESPN was in on this. I'm not saying they set it up. But could they have, I don't know, been a little influential in this getting it done? Could they have helped a little bit push things in the right direction? Because it works out for ESPN for Notre Dame to stay independent. Because ESPN likes to have some Notre Dame content. They want to have a Fighting Irish game or two every year. That helps them. What doesn't help is if they go to the Big Ten and then there goes that content, one of the biggest brands in the country. Can't see them anymore. I mean, that kind of hurts ESPN. Not a lot. It's not a giant shot. But it does suck. And it would suck a lot less if they stayed independent. And we can get them in here. We can still enjoy their content as the worldwide leader. And I think they had a small role to play in that. And ESPN's going to continue to have a small role to play. I have a feeling for Notre Dame to stay independent long term. Because it's in their own interest. It benefits ESPN for them to stay independent forever. Anyway, that's all I got on this crap. And I'll be back with some more crap later. Bye.